Hello everybody, welcome. Sorry there's been a bit of a delay. We had some issues with hooking up with Facebook today. I see we've got a few viewers on. Good to see you all. We'll just wait and see if we've got a few more people joining us. If you're here with Facebook today, love to hear from you. Good morning. It's very cold in Perth, is it, Carol? I am on mute. Well, I don't know why, because it looks again. It looks as though it's working my end. So you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Okay, if you can tell me if you can hear. Okay. Good morning, Kylie from Brisbane. Love to know how you found out about me, Kylie. And good morning, Leanne. Please see Audrey's message. I can only see the chat that's on here, Mel, at the moment. Where was the message? Do you know where it was sent? If you could just let me know. You can hear. So everyone can hear me okay now? So we've got a few viewers on Facebook. All right. Do you know where on Facebook, Mel, where that comment was? I'm not sure. I'm just going to open Facebook up and have a quick bo peep. So bear with me, please. Sorry for the delay today. I had an issue last night with Facebook, and part of the problem with Facebook was it didn't want to log me in through the streaming software. So let's just have a look. So Mel, if you know Audrey at her place. I'm not quite understanding what you mean, Mel. Okay, thanks, Kylie, for letting me know that you've seen me on Facebook. If you can like and follow my page, that'd be wonderful. And I'll be able to see if I can channel for you, Kylie. Welcome if you've just joined us as well. Let me just have a look at this live and see what's going on. Okay. No, Audrey, I don't know, Mel, what you mean by Audrey at her place. Wow, thank you for that like. And if you can just follow my channel as well, which I think is what you've just, it's saying that you've just liked the video, but if you can just follow the channel as well, you'll get notified when I'm online again too. Thank you. So, oh, you were on mute, Carol. That's funny because the other day I had problems with being on mute. So that is a bit funny. That's how it goes, isn't it? Just going to open this live up so that I can just see what the delay is today. Isn't it? Just going to. So, sorry about that feedback. Audrey is at her place, a message to say she left a message. So I'm not sure where she's messaged me. So, if you can just tell her to jump on one of the lives or send me a message through the channel through Messenger. Yeah, that was you liking. Do you notice the alert box is now working, which is wonderful. Thanks, Carol. So we've had a couple of headaches starting off with the streaming software. So bear with me, technology. Okay. So Carol, just give me a bit of feedback. What's the delay like today? If you wouldn't mind. Just going to find if I can find the so there really shouldn't be a delay, but sometimes when you change the settings in the streaming, it does change. Right, so the like works on Facebook but not YouTube. Okay, I'll give them that feedback. Thank you for that feedback as well, Carol. Okay, let me just move some of these screens so I can watch what everyone's saying. So you need to bear in mind that your delay, the chat is a little bit delayed. So if I'm reading for you, if you can just give me some feedback with regard, if you say yes, because it's so delayed, I don't know what you're saying yes to. So if you can just confirm yes and what it's about. All right. So, Leanne, thanks for joining us again. Now, I think I did a reading for you the other day. Your name is familiar to me. If I did do a reading for you, can you just share with us or share on that particular live how you found that reading, if you wouldn't mind going back and doing that if I have done that for you? Okay. All right, it's very slow today. Yeah. Okay, so you're finding it a bit better, Mel. Okay. All right. Well, maybe it's a bit better on Facebook than it is. Hi, Margaret. Good morning or evening. Not sure where you're from. Okay, I might just jump in and do something for Kylie. Kylie, is there someone you'd like to hear from that has passed away in spirit? If you could just let me know their first and last name and I can channel for you. Good morning, Christine. So if you would like a reading, I would like first and last name of the person that's loved one, and I will try and do as many readings as I can. I do have an appointment that I have to go for at, say, in 42 minutes, so just to keep you posted as well. All right, so is there anyone up for a reading? I just need someone's first and last name of their loved one in spirit. Once again, thanks to the wonderful Carol for moderating again today. Okay, Frank Jereb for Margaret. Athena, good morning, Athena. If you can follow me on Facebook, darling, and I'm quite happy to bring this through for you. And good morning, Lorea. Okay. Your godmother. Okay, let me just, we'll start with, the only thing, Carol, it's about 25 seconds delay. Wow, that's really, really slow. So the only thing I would like, Carol, if you can do for me is try and put some of these people in order so that I can see who I'm reading for and what order they've actually asked. Now, I have done a reading for, for Leanne Garcia, I'm pretty sure. So if you can just confirm that, Leanne. Hi, Andrea or Andrea. Okay, thank you. Millie Fella, okay, for Audrey. So if you can put Audrey next on the list, Carol, that'd be really good with Millie Fella. Okay, let me just get into, sorry, I've got to get out of that analytical side of my brain and get into the reading side. It is a different sort of mode. So I don't store a lot of information when I'm reading of what I'm channeling. So literally every reading I do for you will be a fresh one. Okay, so let's have a look. Most important thing is when I'm reading for you that your will is open, so Spirit have got permission to pass through to me. So, all right, let's see if we can get Pauline Simpson through for Kylie Gregg. Okay, I have your guides in. Well, I feel a very warm, friendly lady. I am sort of seeing, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting like laughter lines around the eyes, but I feel like a grey curly head lady that I've got here, and quite warm in nature. And I feel very caring, you know, someone that's there for everybody. So if you can just confirm that this is Pauline, darling. So I'm just reading for Kylie at the moment. Okay. I'll see if I can get to you, Andrea. All right. I'm going to pull this lady through anyway because I do feel she's very warm and very connected to you as well. I'm getting a lot of flowers around this lady, so it's either you that loves flowers or she loves flowers. But I feel very connected to a lot of people, and you know, we'll go that extra mile to really listen to you as well. She's showing me you as a baby. And delighted, and I do feel that she's been heavily involved in your life, almost like an auntie. Like she's like in your family and to you. She is like I would say she's a very close friend of the family. But what I am picking up is that she was heavily involved in your life. I am getting a fair bit of coughing, spluttering, aching in the jaw before she's passed as well. And I wouldn't say that she's, looking at her, I wouldn't say she's that old. I would say she's in her 60s, maybe 70s when she's passed, okay? Thanks for listing those. Yeah, she is like your auntie. Like I get this sort of feeling she was very present in your life. Okay, she's showing me pushing you on the swing. So what she's doing with that is sort of showing me how, pardon me, how she was around you. And I'm seeing you like around 5, 6, 7, where she was, you know, and she's showing me like looking after you as in babysitting you. And I feel also that she had children later, but you were still very caring and involved in her children. She wants to pass the message through to you. Okay, so she's wanting to say that she is sort of lying in a bed of flowers. She's enjoying her travels, which I do feel that she didn't do a lot of traveling in her life. And, you know, money wasn't always available for her. So I do get this feeling that she's enjoying being able to be free, like free to go wherever she wants, okay? She's a lovely lady. I get really lovely nurturing energy from her as well. I don't think she's overly tall. I would say she's probably 5'2", 5'4". Don't ask me what that is in centimetres because probably 155 or 165 or something like that. Cute as a button, she's saying that you were. She's showing me like a baby like with fair hair, and she's saying to me that you've grown up to be a very beautiful looking lady, and it's like, you know, you need to honour your own inner beauty as well. Like I feel like you don't feel as beautiful as you are, and she's sort of wanting to pass that down to you as well. So you do have a very warm and caring nature, but your tolerance, what I mean by your tolerance is you're too tolerant. And she's saying to me, it's one thing to be warm and caring, but you also got to have some boundaries, okay? She is a really beautiful lady. Let me just see. Yeah, babysat me and has a daughter and son. Yeah, I feel like they're a little bit, present in your life as well. So she's a very kind lady, like got a lot of love for you. But, what she's showing me, Kylie, is that you don't see your own beauty. And it's like there's a self-esteem issue around it that she's wanting to sort of, like, she's just showing me like cupping you in the face and giving you a kiss, and it's like you just don't see the beautiful person that you are like you should. Like you see some, you get glimpses of it, and this is beautiful on the inside and out that she's referring to, and she's saying to me, you've got beautiful eyes, okay? And eyes are the windows to the soul, are her words. Okay, yeah. Thanks for your feedback, Kylie. She does want to pass a message too as well. I feel that you're a little bit scattered at the moment with, when I say scattered, like trying to decide, make a decision. Do I move forward or do I stay put? And I'm getting in 6 months' time. All right, so you'll be able to move. You are feeling the pull to move. And what I mean by this is like a growth mood, not necessarily a physical move. And it's like I've got to take up the new growth, but you're not quite there yet. So there's an element of like all the pieces of the puzzle haven't come together yet. So, but you can feel it and you can feel the pull. Hope that gives you some guidance, but just definitely showing me 6. So whether it's 6 weeks, 6 months, it feels like it's more 6 months the way she's showing me. And you're going to be supported by your guides to do this as well. There's going to be a lot more support for you. Okay, doll? All right, I'll leave that with you. I hope that helps you. Thanks for your feedback too, Kylie. Okay, I'm just going to scroll back to Carol. So Carol, Frank, we have read for Margaret recently. So if I do have time, I will come back to Margaret. Loraya for Lily Lou Abbott. Okay. And then we'll have a look at Audrey for Millie. Okay, or Miley. All right, so we've got to get the guides to get this sorted. Okay, Lily Lou Abbott. Oh, got her right in my face the moment I look, wanting to come through. I feel a really direct person. Like direct, shoot from the hip, say what they think. I feel very organised, ordered, structured person, dark hair, bit of grey through it, but darker hair, and short right cut into the back of the neck. And I feel when I say shoot from the hip, could be very direct and blunt at times. Wants to apologise to you for being a bit sharp and hard on you. Okay, can you identify who this is, Loraya? Let's just go down. I know we're a little bit waylaid in time, so... Hi, Athena. I will try to fit you in. I do have a few people ahead of you. I will be back online Tuesday, Australian Eastern Time at 11 a.m. So that I'm not sure where you're from, but you will be able to jump on board if I can't get you in today. All right. Just waiting for a bit of feedback from Loraya. Are you still with us, Loraya? So we are a little bit slow on it. It was only about 6 seconds the other day, so I'm not sure what's going on with the chat and the feed of that. Let's just have a look. I think Loraya is in YouTube, so it is a little bit slow on YouTube today. All right. So while we're waiting for Loraya, I'll just explain, if you would like a more in-depth reading, you can go to connectionsfromheaven.com and book a private one-to-one. They do start at $80 Australian. So I haven't heard back from Loraya. I'm not sure that she's still with us. Oh, yep. Okay, still trying to connect the dots. Do you have any photos of her? So I would say she's probably in her late 60s, early 70s when she's passed, Loraya. So what I'll do is I will just pass through some messages because it'll still be pertinent. Even if you haven't met them in person, I do find that the messages, and they're still invested in you as a spirit, because we come together in soul groups. So they're all up there trying to help us move forward. So I will pass through whatever this lady has got for you anyway, because I think that's important. She's sitting there patiently waiting. Okay, she's referring to a baby, and a baby's trying to come through for you. I do feel it's in the family, and I'm being shown there's a boy. It's connected to a boy. So whether you've got children or you've got a man, but she has got a baby there with her. There is a man with brown hair. So I'm seeing sort of brown, not long hair, but sort of like probably the strands are about that long, which I don't know if you can see like up against my face. And I feel that the boy's sort of fairly, he's an intelligent guy, doesn't use all his intelligence. I would say he's in his 20s, maybe early 30s of what I'm being shown as well. But quite a nice kid, you know, he's got really nice energy, very helpful, can-do attitude, but he's a little bit sort of lost at the moment, and I'm picking up that this young man is going to settle. And she is wanting to let you know that you're not to worry about this person. So, all right. I love your name too, Loraya. Never heard it. It's lovely. All right. Looks like my chat is coming through a little bit faster on screen on Facebook than I'm even getting it. So, right, okay. So, hi, Miss King and Ishika. So what I'm going to say, Loraya, is it's almost like you don't need to worry, okay? When I say about you don't need to worry about this boy, is it's almost like he finds himself, and I do feel that there's a settling period coming on in his life, but the settling period is about his emotional maturity and that sense of feeling of belonging that he's needed for a long time. And I do feel that this is going to come via this child. So this will really help this boy as well. So she's wanting to pass that through. And it's almost like you're not to stress, like, you know, let go and let God, let the work occur around him. It's not your role to stress, the way she's sort of saying it. So she's wanting you to de-stress as well. So it's, you know, I know we worry about loved ones, and there's an element of control we want to have over their life so that it helps us, and it's almost you've got to let that go. So, and what I mean by that control, where we want to fix somebody else so that we feel better, or so that they're capable of taking some of the pressure off us and the worries that we have. So I'm getting that for you, Dal. Yeah. Yeah, you're most welcome, Loraya. You know, a lot of the how can I say it? A lot of the message is very pertinent to your stress levels, though. It's like you've got to let go and just know and trust what's meant to be for him will be for him. Okay. All right, darling. I'll leave you with that. I hope that helps you. Okay, I'll come back to you, Ishika. We do have a few people ahead of you. If I do have time, I do only have 25 minutes because I do have another appointment after this. I do try to squeeze my lives in to give some freebies away so that people can see that spirit does exist and is very credible. Okay, who am I doing next? Carol, Margaret. I'm going to go to Millie, Audrey for Millie because I have read for Margaret recently, but we'll see how we go. All right, Audrey, welcome along. Thanks for joining us. Okay, Millie fella. Oh, a lot of tears around this one. I don't know, I'm picking up a younger girl with this Millie. So I don't know who was the young, like I'm talking 13, 14-year-old, but I'm just being shown a 13, 14-year-old with sort of blonde, like kinky sort of hair down to about here. And I feel very, a very full of life young lass that I'm being shown. But I'm getting this is more you than it is this other than Millie in spirit. So I feel that you've known Millie for a long time. Audrey, I feel that your heart's breaking, darling. So Millie is wanting to send you some healing. And when I say your heart is breaking, it's like it's disbelief of the pain is what I'm going to say. So, yeah, okay, thank you. Thanks for confirming that, Mel. Hi, Red Violet Crystal. I'm just in the middle of a reading for a lady called Audrey. And what I am getting, if you want to hear from somebody, I need your first and last name of your loved one in spirit. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting more for you, Audrey, is Millie is sort of showing me and your guides is it's like, yes, it is one foot in front of the other just at the moment for you. And like the grief is still, you're still very fractured from the grief. And I'm picking up that like you have to see that we're only down here for like a school lesson and we're here for a period of time and it's not real what we've got here. It feels real because our energy is resonating very slow and everything looks real. But you're only here for a period of time and then you go and you're down here for a set of lessons that you've already agreed to. And I feel that Millie has gone because that time has finished for her. And I feel very much that, you know, your fracturing is the disbelief of the departure, if that makes sense. So, and a lot of it is about being able to see the bigger picture here for you. And what I mean by that is having the grace to understand that people come into this life and they leave when it's their turn to go. They're not departing from you to abandon you or break your heart or anything. You need to sort of see that it's a process that each of us individuals have to go through. And I know it's hard. I've been through really heavy grief quite a few times. And, you know, it's a process where it does fracture our sense of self or our human mind, our ego. And I do feel for you that It's very much around acceptance of their journey rather than the punishment to you. I'm sorry, that's what they're giving me. I know it's a really hard journey, grief. I've, like I said, I've been through it a few times. But grief is designed basically to level us as human beings and realise that we don't have everything stitched up, and our vision in our life and our ego mind it isn't always going to eventuate what we believe that's going to happen. And what it does is it levels us in a way that helps us, it fractures the ego mind in order to level us to attach more to our soul and listen to the soul messages. And I do feel that you're still in this process, but it's like you're in quicksand, like you feel like you can't get out of it, and you can get out of it, Dal. I do feel that you're a strong person, that you've just been through a lot. And, I'm not getting that, that you need to sit in this grief. I'm getting that you need to, one foot at a time, get yourself out of this. I know that's easy for me to say, but the only person that can help you is you and your guides. So a lot of what you've got to do is ask them for strength at the moment, because I do feel that you're really struggling with things, and know that she is in spirit and that she is walking the road with you. And I'm seeing, and when I say that, she's actually showing me like a concrete path, and I feel like there's walking a lot with a dog. There's a dog somewhere in this picture. So she's giving me this vision, and I do feel that she's still in healing for you. So what I mean by that is she's still in the healing process. So there's a lot of love coming your way as well, doll. All right, so I really hope that helps you. So thanks for communicating with us, Mel. And I feel for you, but unfortunately we've all got to do it. We've all got to pass away and go back home, and we, for some reason, are given a human mind that separates us from our soul, and we forget about who we are and where we've come from. But that's part and parcel of the journey, unfortunately. And the more that we accept that, the more it's easier to sort of move through it. So God bless, Stal. Yeah, okay. You're most welcome, Audrey. God bless. I hope that helps heal you. Sometimes when we're in that deep grief, and we do get connection with somebody, and we know that they're watching over us or they're in our lives fairly heavily. When we get that, we know that they're still there. And so, I often say this to my client, we have this vision that sits in front of our human mind, and that's what makes us get up every day. We get up because it's got a chore and it's got this to do. But when that vision fractures, it's like there's no purpose in life. It's like that vision fractures into 1,000 pieces. And grief is a process where you pick one piece up at a time. And sometimes the brain can't do that and put it back in. And because we're stuck in the shock of the loss, because we didn't see that in our vision. So the brain literally, or the human ego literally goes, I can't function without this. So it's grief, the healing of grief is picking those pieces up, and the beauty of having connection with somebody in spirit that has passed away, you can still pick them up and put them in your vision of your life, in spirit, in your vision, and put those pieces back together. So that's the beauty of the work that I do. I love the work that I do and how it does heal people. So God bless, Audrey. I truly hope that has done a bit of healing for you, and you may have a bit more grief to deal with over the next few days, but you will find it will start to lighten. All right. So I have been doing, Carol, a couple of general readings for people, and Ishika was online the other day. I don't recall your reading. So once I've passed through loved ones, if I've had time, I will have a look at general stuff from guides. So after Red Violet Crystal for Carrie Brown. All right, let's have a look. Most important thing, like I've said, Yeah, I think, Ishika, that was because I didn't have a lot of people asking for readings. That's why I sort of went through that process with you. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Red Violet. All right. So we are looking for Carrie Brown. I'm hearing the word voluptuous. Don't ask me what that is. Hang on. Okay, I feel this woman was very full of life, a very happy lady. Could be serious at times, but I would feel more in the positive, say what she thinks without being very, she wouldn't be real pointed, but she would say what she thinks. I don't think she would be the sort that would be, pardon me, brutal, but I feel that she, like if you wanted an honest opinion, you'd ask her. And I'm getting a very, when I say full of life, I just feel really high energy person. She's saying love you. I'm just asking her, can you give me some more description? So often when I'm quiet, I'm actually asking information. So it's channeling is a two-way street. So, but I don't ask it aloud. Okay, I'm not getting, she's showing me like a very beautiful lady and brown hair that's sort of wavy around her face. She's saying here 1 minute, gone the next. So I do feel her passing was fairly quick. Okay, and she thought when you're saying Red Violet, when you're saying things, what's important is you might say yes, but the chat's delayed, so I don't know what you're saying yes to. Okay, so if you can just say yes if it's her personality or whatever. So so I make sure that I've got the right soul for you, because sometimes we can have a few there and the pushier ones will get in first. So okay. All right, she's talking about being headstrong. Not sure if this is you or her. I'm a bit confused about how she's saying this, but I'm getting the feeling it is about you. And she is referring to headstrong, dig your heels in, my way or the highway. You know, when you make your decisions, it's like you can stay really hyper focused. And she's saying to me she was always jealous of it. So but also kindness to a T. So she's referring to you and she's saying that you need to be easier on yourself, okay? And what I mean by easier on yourself, your standards are fairly high. So you do put a lot of pressure on yourself, but yet I feel that you are a high achiever as well. So what I am getting is, you know, doing 100 things at once, but you still do them fairly well. But I do get that the way she's showing me is that you need time out in between these 100 things, okay? So you are sort of pushing yourself. So, okay, sorry. Yes, I need to hear that. Let's just have a look at your, I need to hear that. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. I would say that she's actually like, she comes across more like a friend than she does a parent or an authority figure, even though she would say what she thought, but that's what she's doing again. And it's like you have to, you're 100 miles an hour. Like you're very task orientated. And the way she's showing me is like, if I want something done, I'll just do it myself. It's quicker. And like you do a lot of things yourself, which is all well and good. But as you mature, I feel that you need to put more of yourself on the agenda, so to speak. So you are just getting the task done. I can relate to this. I do exactly the same thing. And then by the end of the day, I don't have any energy left for me. So I can relate to what she is saying. And I do feel what you have to do is actually slow down a little bit and see where you're burning energy. All right. Yes, she's still with you, Dale. I do feel that she's around you a lot. She's just showing me in a bathroom and you putting makeup on in the mirror. And something about your eyelashes. She loves your eyelashes, okay? So she's just trying to confirm who she is. And I feel there's a picture of her that you go and talk to. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate your contribution. Aren't you a darling? Yeah. I think what you need to do, Red Violet, is take that little bit of time out, even if it's just reading a book, okay? Yeah, all right. Well, I'll leave you with that. She is around you. She's wanting to hand you a bunch of flowers. Yeah, you do talk to her pictures. I can see that. So she's around you. She's wanting to confirm that she's around you. All right. All right, God bless, Dale. I hope that helps you. All right, who's next on the list? We'll see if we can get one more in because I do have to go in 9 minutes for a booked client. Where are we? Just got to go back a little bit. Okay, I'm just picking up Ishika. I'm just going to give you this information very quickly. I do feel that whatever you've done, whoever you're seeing is good. There will be another person that you need to see as well. But I feel that this person will refer them that's giving you that medical treatment. So go with that and get a little bit of work done. But then I feel there's another referral. All right. Who do we have next, Carol? Sort of scrolling back, trying to look. I think we have Margaret for Frank Jerub. Are you still with us, Margaret? If you can just say hi. The other thing too, if you are on... Thanks for subscribing. If you just subscribed, Andrea. Okay, who are you after, Andrea? Hi, Margaret. We'll see if we can get you both on. All right, who are you after, Margaret? You're after Frank Jerub, was it? Yeah, okay, let's do Frank for Margaret. Thanks for joining us again, Margaret. Okay, so I've got a short back and side. He reminds me of my dad, actually. A short back and side haircut, and I feel like an older chap as well, bit fixed in his ways, in personality. But I also feel I've been over in spirit for a while. I'm getting something about the military with him as well. I feel like a kind man, but very structured in his ways, like, you know, had a fair bit of organisation in his life. I do feel mentally, before he passed away, his decline as well mentally, he's showing me. I do feel heavily invested in you, was always there for you as well, okay? So, and what I mean by heavily invested, you know, a chap that would always watch over you, okay? And I still feel he's continuing to do that now. He has a father figure or a grandfather figure for you, Dale. Or it could be an uncle, okay? Like he does feel family. And I'm getting this that, you know, he has had this, he's had this sort of watching over you, but it's almost like I'm not helicopter parenting you. I'll give you the advice, but I'm still getting that he's doing this now. I do feel that you're very sensitive to him and that you do pick up his messages as well, doll. He's asking you to open your blinds up. Like, I feel like you're in a fairly dark home, and it's like, you know, when you just want to sort of sit and it's like an energy where you're a bit of a recluse, and it's sort of like you need to open and put the daylight into your home, okay? And what I mean by this, it's not a negative contact or message. I feel what it is that you need to brighten your life up a little bit with some sunshine. And natural sunshine as well, you know, just let the sun roll in to the home. Okay, I'm not sure. If you can just give me some feedback, Margaret, where is your son? Is he not, he's close to you, but he's not close by? I feel like distance, he's away from you. He's wanting to pass through. Hi, Hallie, and who else do we have? Annette. I am finishing up soon, but if you subscribe to the channel, you will get notifications of when I'm on live next, which will be Tuesday of next week. And the earlier you get on, the earlier you will get a reading with me. So I do only have a few minutes left before I have to jump on for another call. Okay. So, Margaret, if you can identify and just give me a bit of feedback, darling. Thanks, Hallie. What I do find is this does really help heal. Okay. So I don't know where Margaret's, I'm reading for Margaret with Frank Jereb at the moment. If you can just give me some feedback. I know you said hi to me. You don't have a son. Well, there is a man that's around, might be son-in-law. Okay. So it's definitely a younger man than you. All right. Let me just pull through this information for you. So I'm like, okay, Frankie, you there? And I go, yep, I'm here. So the other thing, Margaret, I feel that, you know, self-help, and what I mean by self-help, you've got to get out of your own way a little bit at the moment, Joel, you know, and it's not about, you know, you being depressed. I don't mean it that way. What I'm getting is like the only one that's going to make you happy is you, right? It's not your environment. It's not like it's your mindset. And it's the more sunshine you put in your life, the more you're going to lift, okay? So I do feel that you need a lot of sunshine at the moment as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know Andrea has been online, but I will see if I can, because I've only got a few minutes left, I'm sorry, but I will see if I can bring you through. If you jump on board on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Time, I will do your reading first, Andrea, and I know that will click into my mind. You're most welcome, darling. I'm sorry that we haven't been able to fit you in. So the sooner you get online, the earlier you will get a reading. So, all right. Well, look forward to seeing you all. I hope those messages helped you all. I can see that we've still got a lot of people on the live for YouTube. I can't see what's going on in Facebook, unfortunately. But there has been a lot of messages. I'd really appreciate once this stream has finished, especially on YouTube. If you can go back and comment if you've had a reading that you're on YouTube, and just so you can let other people know how much it has clarified or validated things for you and what relief it does give you, because I think it's really important for this sort of work to help heal the human people that are left behind. All right, guys, God bless. Thanks, Margaret. You know, I think you're a lovely lady, Joel. You just got to get out of your own way a little bit and, you know, get up and get out in the sun, you know, get your feet back on the grass, or, you know, get your feet on the beach, you know, onto the ground, bare feet, and sit in the sun, even if it's just to have a cup of coffee. All right. God bless. Thank you, everybody. And thank you so much, Carol, again, one of my good friends. Thank you, Pamela, for just joining us. We are just about to close, but we will be back on again. If you subscribe, you will get a notification of when I'm back on again next week. All right. Thank you so much, and God bless everybody, and we will see you all again soon. Bye for now.